Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about major hazards in India. What are the major hazards in India? First, we have to learn about what are the natural hazards and what are the man-made hazards. First, earthquake, landslide, tsunami, and cyclone. These are the natural hazards. Next, what are the man-made hazards? The man-made hazards are fire, accident, and hazardous wastes are the man-made hazards. First, we have to learn about the earthquake. Earthquake is a violent tremor in the earth crust, sending out a series of shock waves in all directions from its place of origin. Earthquake-prone region of the country have been identified on the basis of scientific inputs relating to seismicity. Earthquakes occurred in the past and the tectonic setup of the region. Based on these inputs, Bureau of Indian Standards has grouped the country into 4 seismic zones: Zone 2nd, Zone 3rd, Zone 4th, and Zone 5th. No area of India is classified as Zone 1. An earthquake is the result of sudden release of stored energy in the earth crust that creates seismic waves. In its most genetic sense, the word earthquake is used to describe any seismic event, whether the natural phenomenon or event caused by humans, that generates seismic waves. There are 4 different types of earthquake: tectonic, volcanic, collapse, and explosion. The tectonic earthquake is one that occurs when the earth crust breaks due to geological forces on rocks and adjoining plates that cause physical and chemical changes. Next one is cyclonic storms. A cyclonic storm is a strong wind circulating around a low pressure area in the atmosphere. It rotates in anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Tropical cyclones are characterized by destructive winds, storm surges, and exceptional levels of rainfall, which may cause flooding. Wind speed may reach up to 200 km and rainfall may record up to 50 cm a day for several consecutive days. A sudden rise of seawater due to tropical cyclone is called storm surge. It is more common in the region of shallow coast water. To form a cyclone, warm, moisture air all over the ocean rises upwards from the near and surface. As this air moves up and away from the ocean surface, it leaves a less air near the surface. So, basically, as the warm air rises, it causes an area of low air pressure below. East coastal areas vulnerable to storm surges: North Odisha and West Bengal coast, Andhra Pradesh coast between Ongole and Machulipattinam, Tamil Nadu coast among 13 coastal districts. Nagapattinam and Kadalur districts are frequently affected. West coastal areas vulnerable to storm surges. West coast of India is less vulnerable to storm surges than East coast. Maharashtra coast, North Harnai and adjoining South Gujarat coast, and the coast belt around the Gulf of Cambay. The coastal belt around. Next one is droughts. Any lack of water to satisfy the normal needs of agriculture, livestock, industry, and human population may be termed as a drought. Further, the drought could be classified into 3 major types. As first one is meteorological drought. It is a situation where there is reduction rainfall for a specific period below a specific level. Hydrological drought. It is associated with reduction of water in streams, rivers, and reservoirs. It is 2 types. First one is surface water drought, and second one is groundwater drought, and third one is agriculture drought. It refers to the condition in which agriculture crops get affected due to lack of rainfall. Drought in India occur in the event of failure of monsoon. Generally, monsoon rainfall is uneven in India. Some areas receive heavy rainfall while other regions get moderate to low rainfall. The area which experienced low to very low rainfall are affected by drought. The major areas highly prone to droughts are the arid and semi-arid region from Ahmedabad to Kanpur on one side and Kanpur to Jalandhar on other side. The dry region lying the leeward side of the Western Ghats. Next one is landslide. Landslide is a rapid downward movement of rocks, soil and vegetation down the slopes under the influence of gravity. Landslides are generally sudden and infrequent. Presence and steep slopes and heavy rainfall are the major causes of landslide. Weak ground structure, deforestation, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, mining, construction of roads and railways over the mountains or the about 15% of India's landmass is prone to the landslide hazard. Landslides are very common along the steep slopes of the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, and along the river valleys. In Tamil Nadu, Kodaikanal, and Ooty are frequent affected by landslide. Next one is tsunami. Tsunami refers to huge ocean waves caused by an earthquake, landslide, and volcanic eruption. It is generally noticed in the coastal regions and travel between 640 to 960 kilometers. Tsunami pose a serious danger to the inhabitants of coastal areas. The word tsunami is derived from Japanese word su means harbor and nami means waves. On December 26, 2004 at 7:59 am local time of undersea earthquake with the magnitude of 9.1 struck off the coast of Indonesia island of Sumatra. The tsunami killed at least 225,000 people across dozen countries with Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand, Somalia and Maldives. Next one is hazardous waste. The waste that may be tend to cause adverse health effect on the ecosystem and human beings are called hazardous waste. The following are the major hazardous waste. First one is radioactive substances, tool and unused fuel pipe of nuclear power plants. And second one is chemical synthetic organics, inorganic metals, salts, acids and bases, and flammable and explosive. Medical waste, hypodermic needles, bandages and outdated drugs. Next one is flammable waste, organic solvents, oils, plasticizer and organic sludges. Explosive, the waste resulting the ordnance manufacturing of some industrial gases. Household hazardous waste, pesticides, waste oils, automobile battery and household battery. Thank you students.